soundtracks for fucking movies, bro.
Yeah, this is Spider-Man for you.
This is Spider-Man, right? So the video clip had all the Spider-Man, like the CGI Spider-Man, like swinging over him and shit, and clips from the movie, and like they do this, and he's like,
Yeah,
I miss all, like when did
I
they
just
do
got
that shit?
goosebumps.
Yeah, and like a little known one for
Like Shrek.
yeah, Shrek, same thing. Like
Yeah.
what was the other one? Spider-Man 2, right? Was Killing Heidi, like an Australian band. Do you remember them from the 90s?
Nah.
Remember them?
Before I was born.
Bro, they jammed, bro. They're doing a tour soon, actually, but
Well,
yeah.
you say that, but then like they tried to do it with, I think it was Willy Wonka, the most recent one, where it was almost just the whole musical, and got bad reviews. And the Joker,
I thought Willy Wonka was fucking great.
the musical one.
Yeah, with Timothy Chalamet.
I think
it was,
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either.
Go watch it. You had to see it at cinemas, really, but it's it just takes you on a magical adventure. It's such a good movie.
Yeah, true.
It's just one you can go. Like everyone in the chat who watched it was like, it's not what I was expecting, like for a musical, but it was great though. But yeah, fuck movie soundtracks.
I haven't watched The Joker either.
Fucking.
I haven't seen it, but again, bad reviews.
It's fucking terrible. But see, bad reviews though, like not always hit, because I feel like sometimes they go after movies.
Yeah.
Like if they don't like something, but then they turn into fucking cult classics and they become like legend movies on their own. Like,
Are we talking about the Joaquin Phoenix one?
yeah.
Yeah.
The second one, it was actually dog shit.
I only watched like 10 minutes of the first one too.
The first one's alright.
First
First
so
one's pretty good.
But
Yeah.
the whole build up of that movie to that end scene with Robert De Niro, where he have you you would have seen it, wouldn't you?
What's that?
The end scene with in the Joker.
Probably just in like reels or
And
whatever.
he fucking shoots him.
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yep.
This is the
Thanks,
second
mate.
one,
well,
right?
it came out in 2019. That's over spoilers. 5 years. That's it.
No, it isn't,
It's
bro.
like
I
5
want,
years.
Yeah, 2019 that came out. So it's 6 years.
I want 10 years, bro. You know that.
Nah, it's 5 is the fucking cutoff, surely.
Oh.
What was the one the other day that I got you with Last of Us Part 2?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, anyone who's played the game will fucking know what's coming, and then branched straight on. I knew it. Like, as soon as I seen his bubble popping up, I'm like, fuck, he's already saying spoilers, cunt. Like, you got
ruined it, bro.
Bro, you got to. I didn't even say what it was.
Yeah, but you hinted towards something terrible happening.
It's a fucking... and then I doubled down. I said, it's a show about a post-apocalyptic world. Something bad is always happening. So now you have no idea what bad it is.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe. I don't know, bro.
Just a quick bit of context. So you've seen this? It's a series, right?
I've seen, I've seen
I
season one.
haven't even seen either.
Dude, it's such a good show. The only
It's
thing...
the second time this week I've been recommended it, so I have to get on with it.
And season 2 is dropping episodes, every week or so?
But
Yeah.
they've also made a video game.
The game was first, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So...
And
So
a
if you
comic
played the
before
game,
Yeah, but the game is fucking so fucking good. It's actually fucking quite hard, but it's really fun to play. But yeah, it's one of my mates. I was talking to it about him, bro. I hadn't seen him in like fucking 4 years or something. Ran into him at the Grand randomly. Started talking about fucking Last of Us for some reason. He goes, "Oh, bro," he's like, "I fucking cried when I finished part 2." I'm like, "Fuck." I was like,
deep.
"It's good," but I was like, "Fuck, I don't know if I'd tear up."
we're watching one at the moment called The 12 on Binge. It's like
Okay.
a series about a jury and all the fucked up stuff that there's the case itself, but then also all these people have got that are on the jury have got like side stories.
Oh, yeah.
And this one bloke, he's like running a dodgy construction company. And he's got like foreign guys working for him, but they don't have the paperwork. And one of them falls off the job site and breaks his legs.
Yeah.
And he sees it all happening, and they've got to try and like cover it up, and they don't know what to do. They just
This
drop
is
him.
while he's a juror.
This is while he's on
Yeah.
the jury, yeah.
Oh,
so
shit.
and then they like him and his brother freak out because they're doing everything illegal.
Yeah.
It's like fuck, like this guy's not even responding and everything. So they just drop him off out the front of a hospital and leave him there.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And, like not knowing what the case is, but then the guilt hangs over him, so he's just constantly like fuck, and then trying to contact the family.
Yeah.
Family doesn't speak English and they haven't heard from their son in ages. So then
Oh, shit.
yeah, and he's just constantly paranoid about that shit. But that's one of the many stories that go on within it.
Is that the one with Sam Neill in it?
Yeah,
He's the
the lawyer.
QC or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking love Sam
great
Neill.
little series.
Do they like intertwine their stories into
Yeah.
like each other, and
Yep.
then like the court case itself, and
Yeah.
like
I-
being bribed into dodgy
I think we're just
outcomes?
Are you the producer? 'Cause you just read the script, bro.
It basically it writes itself.
Yeah, all the juicy stuff. It's definitely up there on my recommendations. It's the second or third time that I've come back trying to watch it. Every time I just sort of get sidetracked by something else. But yeah, we're watching it before you boys came over and getting fully into it.
That's sick.
Alrighty, boys. Let's get on into our intro. G'day, mates. Welcome back to another episode of Your Mates Podcast, the unfiltered, unedited footy and fight companion you didn't know you needed. We're diving into all the rugby league headlines around the week, unpacking the good, the bad, and the what the hell was that moments from the last round. Bit of Magic Round and everything in between. But before we do, a big shout out to the legends at Brouhaha Brewery, keeping us hydrated the Aussie way.
Yes, sir.
With the Locals Lager. We've also got some new taste testers, which we sort of teased last week. So we have got them in the fridge ready to go. They'll be our first one after we finish these MIDI Locals Lagers. But again, if you want to get your hands on some, check out them at www.brouhahabrewery.com.au. You can also find their breweries at Baringa and Maleny. Also, keep an eye out at your local bottle-o for the Gold Coast rep.
Guy.
Our mate Guy.
Let's go.
And also a big shout out to the legends across the border, just in Tweed. So again, if anybody wants any help with their social media, probably one of the reasons why you might be listening to us today is through the help from our mates Apex Ad Agency. Azzy and
Calvin,
the legends over at the Ad Agency have really helped us, get us up and running, and again with all the merch and stuff that we're going to be releasing over the next few weeks. That is all thanks to the legends.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, boys. That is all the housework over and done with. Actually, quickly, while you're at it, unless you haven't listened to previous episodes, follow us across all social media channels. We're popping off on every single social channel, whether that's TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and we do post different content across the socials. So follow us across all of them. And as always, this is rough, rugged, raw, and unedited. So strap yourselves in.
And you did put in some work over the weekend, Benny. I noticed all the stuff you were posting, bro.
I had Tourette's, bro.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You had that Magic Round, magic feeling, bro.
Hey, I like it. Yeah, Fox League helped me out with a lot of those camera angles, to be fair.
Bro, the Ultra, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck.
How good is it, bro? It's like cinema.
Yeah.
Like you could watch 80 minutes of that.
Yep.
In an IMAX theater and pack it out, I reckon.
Well, what was the one I wanted to talk about a couple of weeks ago? But you remember when Adam Reynolds did the little chip over to himself and scored that try, and they had it in the Ultra?
Yeah.
Dude, and then they put the music over it. I think it was Creed, actually. They had Creed over it, bro.
Yeah. Do they only use that? It's like a go-kart, not a go-kart, like a RC?
No, it's I'm pretty sure there's a track that runs along the tram line,
Okay.
like on a track along the back of the...
Because you see that little remote control camera car.
Yeah.
That's the Rover.
Yeah.
They got the Rover, they got the Spider Cam, and then the
They got the
Ultra
drone
Cam.
too. I think they fucked the Spider off. I think that's a drone now that's doing the aerial shots.
That makes sense.
Nice. Yeah.
I was watching the league over the weekend, and I was trying to find the alternate commentary with Heine and Fletch.
Yeah.
So I'm searching off all these different angles, and then it got to the game. I was like, oh fuck it, I'll just put the game on. And it was like the Spider Cam the entire time. So it wasn't cutting to any highlights or anything. I'm watching this for about 5 minutes just on this drone, bro. And I'm like, when's it going to change angle? Like, turns out I'm the only one watching this because, if I exited, once I realised I exited out of it, went back into the main feed and it took me back to the live broadcast.
Yeah.
But they've obviously got an option there to watch the whole game from that flying Fox Cam and whatnot. But it's pretty cool watching it from that angle, and he gets real close to the players behind. Like, you don't see it in the replays because they only show the tries and stuff. But during the actual player game, he gets fucking close, bro.
True.
Some of the ones where they do the kicks and they follow the kick, bro, you're like, fuck. Like, especially Matt Burton bombs, you're like, fuck, bro, you're gonna hit this motherfucker.
Yeah, imagine
soon.
if it was like zooming up, with the ball, like coming, like trying to actually follow it.
Well, a couple of them
That'd
they
be
do
sick,
get like quite close.
Yeah.
Like it sort of, but obviously the ball's moving a lot fucking quicker than what these guns can get up. But yeah, it looks sick though.
Surely the players have got to bet, like, see if we can hit that fucking drone.
Yeah, $100 if you clip it.
Yeah.
Well, you boys would have seen in the female dressing rooms the State of Origin.
Lauren Brown.
Yeah, Lauren Brown kicked the ball at the what was
Sprinkler
it?
system.
Sprinkler
Yeah.
system. Set off the entire thing. It was a wet It was a wet changing room.
It was pretty funny, hey?
They had the guy in there on the fucking machine mopping it all up, and yeah.
That was pretty cool.
I thought you'd been in there.
Yeah. Oh, mate. I love me Queenslanders. Probably not that much, though. I don't think I'll get that
I know how you feel about the Queensland male side, so I can only imagine as soon as you step foot in the female arena.
Yeah. There are some of my favourite players in that team too. So, But did you see Pappenhausen was attempting to do the same thing before game?
Oh, I thought that, out the back.
He was like practicing his goal kicking. Yeah. And he's in the first kick, actually, they have like a clock on, like it was above a whiteboard or something.
I seen him pull it down like straight after the first one.
Yeah, because he fucking dust it.
I thought they were just taking it down, so it didn't get hit.
They couldn't attach it back up on the wall. Because he does it. So.
Comes up to Brisbane, just fucks everything up.
Yeah.
Loses, leaves. Fuck.
Well, speaking of the weekend that has been, boys, we might as well go from the from the beginning.
Should we cue some music, Ben, for Magic Round?
Ooh, what do we got?
Fucking Harry Potter soundtrack, brother.
Oh, all right.
Dun, dun,
Sorry, I was underprepared.
We don't even need Spotify.
Yeah, I'll just.
Can you give us a Gus Gould fucking welcome to Magic Round?
Oh fuck no! Did any of you guys see Kempy's one?
No,
he did his and I think the heading on it was "Enjoy your Magic Round football."
Oh yeah,
bro, I love it because it's like he's doing it like serious, but then like some of the shit is like contradicting and just like piss taken as well, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like, he did a good job of it. Then right at the end, just finishes it up with "Enjoy your Magic Round football."
Nice.
It's getting me going.
Boys, the weekend that has been, we sort of spoke a little bit last week about the refereeings and the calls.
Yeah.
And I sort of mentioned it then as well that I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see it coming into Magic Round. I guess overall thoughts on the weekend from the referee's perspective.
A lot better, but there was some fucking howlers, cunt. Like
still some really bad stuff going on. But
the first game, bro, the Para Sharks game, that bullshit with Mulatalo doing the reach back for the try, and then they said they tackled him in the air.
He got fucking
my neck, my back.
Bro, I've never seen a bloke bend like that.
Bend it like Beckham, bend it like Ronaldo.
Yeah, dude.
Holy.
Bro, that was a shocking call because he the whole time he's looking at the ball and then his arm gets twisted up as Mulatalo's coming down, and then
if I could play devil's advocate for a second though, normally it's a penalty if the other guy gets underneath somebody. You know what I mean?
But he was like basically getting crusher tackled by Mulatalo's back.
But I mean, whether they're going for the ball or not, if the player from the receiving end ends up underneath the attacker, it's always a penalty.
Yeah,
because they're not purposely putting them into a dangerous position, but it's usually a penalty. So. Well,
I don't know.
I think that one can go both ways.
Yeah, I guess there's like ref discretion on that one, but I just thought it was a bit of a bullshit one because like he did everything right, like going up and keeping his eye on the ball the whole time, and but
I think the fact that we can only sort of not only, but one, you bring up one situation there. There was 18 last week that was sort of easily debatable, whereas sort of we're back to sort of the normal rate of penalties and the quality of refereeing that we're used to seeing. And when we were at the walkthrough for the podcast Royale a couple of weeks back, the guy that was actually sort of coming out and saying all the rules and everything, it really rang true to me when he goes, we're speaking on behalf of the referee, and he goes, we don't want to be seen on the night. Yeah. So, the event's about you guys, and it felt like Magic Round was about the plays, was about the players. We didn't notice the refereeing as much. I think some of us have hatred towards certain referees that have orange hair and
and no hair
and or blonde long ponytails. But so there are triggering signs in that. But overall, I didn't think the games were about the refereeing like they have been the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So,
but I think what's the old saying? Like they don't get like praise. Like if they're not getting spoken about, they're doing a good job. But everybody fucking knows about it when they're doing a shit job because everyone has something to say.
It's a thankless job.
Yeah. The last time I could remember like
a bus driver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, they're the bus drivers of the fucking
But
NRL.
when who was it? Andrew G? No, Goff. Might have been Goff.
Well, yeah.
Oh, Boxhead.
That grand final.
Andrew G. That was the 2023 one.
Yeah.
Yeah, when everyone said it was like such a well-ref game. That's the last time I can like genuinely remember a ref copping a good rap.
Yeah.
So,
but one thing that they absolutely let go, I think it maybe got called up once over the entire weekend, was the roll ball. They just let that shit go.
That's true.
That was like
wet footy too.
I was watching it, man. There was at least 20 a game.
You know what? I don't mind that though.
Yeah.
Again, it makes the games flow faster.
You're not a fan of the roll ball rule?
I like it, but if it's slowing down the game, not necessarily.
Yeah.
Because there's some high scoring football games over the weekend.
But I think so the overcorrection of the head high stuff got taken back. I don't think they made a overcorrection coming back though. So I think they've
what do you think?
They learned from last year and didn't roll it out during Magic Round. Did it a week before, saw the uproar of controversies, took probably the most complained about situations, focused on those, and I think sort of dived off from there.
But do you think it's also too? It's like coming up to Origin selection, so if they've got cunts getting fucking sin bins and suspensions before Origin, they're going to ruin the best product we have in the game.
Yep.
I think there's somebody in the game or an ex-player who actually has more sway than anybody in the league right now, and that's Sean Johnson.
Oh, dude, how good was he on the weekend?
He killed it.
Yeah, and like because he came out, he made that announcement, or not an announcement, but talked about all the bullshit that was going on with the refs.
Yeah,
and they I think it's him. Hey, and then like you boys were just talking about him on the commentary team and stuff like that.
Yep.
And like he's got a nice smooth voice.
Oh, bro, it's hard not to like the bloke.
Yeah.
I mean, and even just seeing him, like you don't when you see bias in the box from like Kevy Walters towards the Broncos or something like that, Gordy Tallis towards the Titans, we're not big fans of it. They just do it in a certain way, right? We know Sean Johnson is going to be biased towards the New Zealand Warriors.
Yeah.
But I'm all for it. Yeah. I don't want him to not do that.
But nobody's pissed off about that at all. And if you are, you're probably a flog.
Yeah.
He's not the wrong kind of bias, though. You know what I mean? It's not like the one-eyed genuine Bronco fan, doesn't matter, or Jason with the Panthers type stuff.
Or like Cooper Cronk even. There's a Cooper Cronk, which he rubs a lot of people up the wrong way.
Yeah, because he's got that Roosters. Like he does, for some reason, he doesn't have it with Melbourne. It's like I feel like it really fucking must have ended sour there for
I was going to say, that's why he left.
Did you notice, was it Cam... Kevy when he was talking about the Broncos.
Yeah.
Like,
his dick is hard.
No, we're like, we'll get your thoughts, Kevy. And he's just like, well, for obvious reasons, I won't be too negative, but that's not got anything to do with the game. And I'm just like, what do you fucking say something louder without saying it, Kev?
Yeah.
Fucking
and when
hell.
he's fucking, like when they're talking about the stadium, when I'm talking to Andrew Abdo.
Oh, how shit the pitch was?
No. They were like saying, are we going to stay in Brisbane? Like, how good's this stadium? Like, all of that stuff. And like, Kevy's dick is just rock hard. Like,
love it.
Just trying to like,
we're keeping it here.
The stadium's really good. Hey, Andrew. Yeah. You really like this stadium, do you?
I listened to the Andrew Abdo halftime talk.
Yeah.
I think he's great for the game. I think he speaks really well. He got around all the real niffy questions. Like, he wasn't there to answer any tough questions or anything. And the panel was, in a way, sort of trying to get more out of him.
Yeah.
And he just answered it in a way where it's almost like a Dana White, where his heart's in the right space with the game, and he's passionate about the NRL and the league. I don't mind him at all.
Yeah, well, I like him.
He's like the opposite of Peter V'landys. You know what I mean? Like he's like just says out there shit.
Well, I don't even like South African accents, but I can get around them.
Yeah. But I think Abdo and V'landys are actually a great combo.
Yeah, because to be running a hard cunt, bro.
Yeah,
imagine like actually doing business with him, bro. That's like you might as well just like walk in with some Vaso in your pocket because you're not like you might as well make it easy for him to ream you. You know what I mean? Right. Like he's always
or just already lubed.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it in the pocket.
Like he's literally
unless
like
you meant the jail pocket. But
either one.
You don't want him spitting on his fingers.
No, because they got some fucking work on them. Those bad boys. They'd have some calluses on them.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
He's just
but like last year it was all V'landys, you know what I mean? Abdo was just sort of standing off the side just watching V'landys do his thing, and like this year it's all Abdo. It's all Abdo.
Boys, moving sort of back to Magic Round in itself, and sort of we're going to glaze all over Magic Round because it was a fucking weekend. One of sort of the tougher, I guess, criticisms that I've got on it is that I watch them all through KO. As probably you guys do.
Yeah.
I really notice the difference, the games that are on Channel 9 as opposed to Fox League, because when they're on Fox League, we get them in 4K.
Yeah.
And 4K, like, I don't know, but the Dolphins-Dragons game, that was fucking crystal clear, throughout the whole 80 minutes. Almost, I think there was only 2 games over the entire weekend that were broadcasted in 4K. I know I'm a little, fucking first world problems, but they did up the KO subscription price from $30 to $40 this year.
It's a fucking rot.
Exactly. And we're getting 2 games broadcasted in 4K over Magic Round, and the cameras and everything are there. So you know that they're there. And it's just quite a poor, I don't know if it's KO's way of trying to get
Level out the cost a bit.
Yep, and be like, these guys aren't going to do it. They're never going to do it as good as we do it. So therefore, ours is. But again, that shouldn't be as political as that, and you should give the subscription prices that we pay we pay premium prices now. We should at least get more than 2 games in 4K.
Yeah. Well, I did see a little bit of, when you were saying glazing over the Magic Round, I did see a little bit of glazing from the media about the women's Origin game. Because it's obviously Origin is not on KO, right? It's not on Fox. You have to watch it on 9.
Yeah.
And they were like, to this day, this year, this is the most watched game on Channel 9. Women's sport is blah, blah, you know what I mean? And like, power to the women's game. It is actually growing, but it's like, well, yeah, of course it is. It's the first game this year that isn't on KO or Fox. Like, what do you fucking expect? They're just glazing the fuck out of it.
But they had fucking 26K fans there too, which is fucking, I think, the biggest.
That's the biggest
they've had at any of these Origin games. So yeah, I thought it was a fucking good game.
Also,
it's on the back end of a healthy, just a game in general.
Yeah,
not necessarily not men versus women. Both genders are fucking thriving in the game at the moment. The game is thriving itself.
But I think those numbers also attribute to everyone coming to Brisbane anyway for the Magic Round. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, oh, well,
So
if you get there,
like,
you rock up Thursday from Sydney, bro, you're like, fuck. Women's Origin's on. Fuck, sign me up. I'll go down and watch. Like,
yeah, for sure, bro.
You want to go for me, I would want to get in every game.
Yeah.
Like despite how hungover I'd be, because I already know when I go if I'm making sure I go next year. Saying this for fucking years now, but I'll definitely go too hard the first night.
Yeah.
I'm going to struggle Saturday, then I'll bounce back Sunday. But
I think it was yesterday because the Warriors game was on Saturday. I saw like heaps of Warriors jerseys still in the stands on Sunday, and I was like, how are they there?
They didn't even go back to their room. Yeah. Same seats. Boys, let's get on to the... Do you want to go through each game in itself? I've got a couple of sort of headlines through each one. I guess we'll start off with the Thursday night game.
Yes.
The Origin?
Which was?
Did you watch Origin?
Yeah. Oh, I watched the back half. I missed the first half.
You want to speak on any? I didn't watch it, so
yeah, it was pretty good. The fucking New South Wales girls, bro. They're not allowed to be called the Sky Blues anymore.
What are they? Just the Blues now?
Yeah, because of was it one of the soccer league A-League teams? I think is Sky Blue.
Oh, okay.
So they're not allowed to use it anymore.
Yeah,
so now
right.
They're just the New South Wales Blues.
Yeah.
But yeah, never lost in Queensland.
Yeah, true. Well,
Or never lost at Suncorp. Sorry.
I saw the team list in the week leading up, and I knew that Queensland weren't going to win.
Yeah.
It just wasn't there for them.
Who was the one that German said that should retire from Origin?
Ali Brigginshaw.
Yeah, I think she's a great player, but I think
she's getting a bit old. Yeah, but she's also like the most mature, most fucking capped player.
Yeah,
and she's
in the NRLW.
Oh shit! Overall,
and I probably wouldn't be probably not enough experience to be able to say this, but she was probably a lot better at people when earlier on. But now the rest of the league's caught up in NRLW, so there's a lot better younger players that are coming through now. So it's sort of like that Tedesco
outrun.
Well, I think that's why they had her in the 7. It was like just the level head out there. You know what I mean? To try and steer the team,
because she generally plays fullback, right? Or she was,
usually. So. But Queensland didn't have Shannon Marto for starters, who won the Dally M or the women's version of the Dally M. And she's a
Dally Dubs.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, Dally Dubs. Yeah, we can call it that.
We're calling it from now. The Dally Dubs.
But yeah, she's just like an animal. She's a front row, and she just goes through everyone.
She's the one having the baby.
Yeah, so she's having a baby. For some reason, I'm not sure why they didn't have their first choice hooker either, which is Emma Manzelman. She plays for the Cowboys. And they didn't have their second choice hooker either. So like I saw that Marto wasn't playing, and Manselman or I can't remember the other lady's name, But I was like, yeah, no,
You knew.
no good. It's going to be a L for Queensland.
So the first, they still play 3 games, right?
Yeah.
They'll just spread
It's
out
the
a little bit.
second year now they've done 3, isn't it?
Yeah. No, this is the first year that they'll play 3. I'm pretty sure.
No, I did 3 last year because you guys beat us.
Or
in
did
the
they add
third.
it on?
Yeah, last year was the
Yeah.
first year of the 3 games because they're like, what's the fucking point in doing 2?
Yeah.
Then they got to do the points differential thing, and like the game could finish,
there's no
and then you
point.
got to like, oh, hang on,
Yeah.
now we got to work it out.
You win the
before
second game, but you lose.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's not what happened
to
the
New South
last
Wales.
time. Yeah.
So last year I think it was the first year with the 3. So I reckon they should do that anyway, though.
And there's calls for them to play 40-minute halves.
Yeah,
well.
I fucking still think that's fucking stupid. Just let them play full game, bro.
Yeah, I
Was
think
it
so.
35?
Yeah,
Yeah.
35s.
What's an extra 5
Makes no
minutes?
sense, bro.
Nah.
Like the women want it too. They're
Yeah.
like, we can play 40.
I
Like,
Just
they
let
want
us.
they want the equal rights, man. Get them fucking equal game time.
Yeah, bloody oath. And they, and if they keep growing the way that they're growing, man, like they will fucking end up on money that men are getting.
Yeah, well, I'd love to see them get like do like the openers, like you remember they used to do like Reggie's and shit before.
Yeah.
the
They
main
still do
games?
that sometimes.
But imagine
or
having
like Q
like
Cup and Meninga Cup and stuff like that.
imagine having like the ladies game if like every team had their like
Yeah.
their female counterpart.
Well,
they
the
had the women's
problem
game on before.
the problem with that is because they do that at Seabus sometimes.
Yeah.
They have the women on before the men, and
Yeah.
then they might even have the Q Cup and the Meninga Cup before that as well. So you get
Full
four
day of
four
full day.
yeah, you get 4 games of footy throughout the day.
Yeah.
which is pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But because the women play a shorter season, they can't always travel with the men. You know what
And
I mean?
always
So it's
line
like-
it up too,
yeah,
eh?
exactly, bro. So
Yeah.
Boys, there's obviously chat about the Perth team, the Perth Bears coming
Yeah.
into it as well. And I'm thinking it's going to be a tough travel if you're in that side, flying across, 16 weeks of the year, flying across. It's going to be probably, 8 hours? Like, is it
4
8?
hours,
4 hours?
4 hour flight.
tougher than
I reckon it's going to be a bit
tougher than
longer.
NZ, bro.
Yeah, it's going to be a little
Tougher
bit
than
longer.
NZ.
So, and you've seen what travel can do to certain teams.
Yeah.
I feel like they're always going to have the shit into the stick in terms of that.
I think they'll sort it out with the draw, bro.
Well,
they'll give them a couple in a row,
Yeah.
a row in Sydney. So
But-
then they'll have to just stay in Sydney instead of going back to Perth every week.
That makes sense. I was also thinking possibly hire a private charter, private jet for the boys to fly. That way they can get to games within 2 hours, less
Yeah.
maybe sometimes.
Hey,
It might be
get
worth
to that, bro. Might
Yeah.
get to that.
I think that's probably it balances out that whole sort of. I guess that because that if they don't have that, that's going to be one of the big things if they're not winning games.
Yeah.
That's going to be a big barrier, like a big grey area for people
Yeah,
to talk
for sure.
about. So I don't know, maybe a private jet.
If they bring in a team that's halfway across, like Adelaide?
Adelaide
maybe?
Rams again?
Yeah, bring back the Adelaide Rams, and they can, if you play in Adelaide, then you play in
Be able to
Perth,
predict-
and then you get the long turnaround.
Yeah, it's going to
Something
be.
like that.
Well, even they got PNG rumored to come in as well. So I'm just thinking about all
That's
the travel.
that's a big one.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, just
Unless
like,
you're the Cowboys.
think about playing fucking like start or end of the year in fucking
Yeah.
Papua New Guinea, cunt,
Oh, dude.
where it's like 200% humidity.
Yeah.
You're trying to pass the ball, it just falls to the ground because it's stuck in moisture, cunt.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Be hard work, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Before we get into the Magic Round, do you want to taste test the? These
Let's
ready?
do it. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah?
I'm ready. Let's
So what have we got?
Are these
What are they called?
the peach sour?
These are the new ones.
The Imperial Mango Peach Sours from Brouhaha. 2.4, lads. 8%ers.
Yeah.
Holy heck. Probably shouldn't say that too loud. Charlotte's going to be corkscrewing her head downstairs.
How many
I'll
percent
get it.
did he say?
Yeah, I'll get a ding soon. You said you weren't having beers. No,
Alright,
but
who wants to do the 8%ers? What do you?
Jason does the readings. I'm going to
Yeah.
do the
Fuck,
show
8%, bro,
reveal.
that's-
Reveal all on YouTube.
You even got
Right.
the, even got the
Reveal all.
fucking gold top cans too, bro.
Yeah.
So we've got 375ml, 8%. Your favorite Imperial Peach now with bold punch of mango goodness, rich, velvety, and bursting with fruitiness. Every sip is a tropical escape packed with an Imperial punch.
Imperial mango peachy sour. God damn.
There's the gold top.
All right, we'll see how these are. I feel like these are going to have a big fucking shoes to try
gonna
and
get
fill
that
with the
strawberry,
rhubarb 8%ers.
I want to get that initial, that fizzy sniff, bro. When they crack,
yeah.
stick your nose on it.
Oh, no, that's just me.
Ooh. Not pungent at all. Hey.
Not
Ooh,
what I-
okay. Smells clear.
Yeah, almost.
Smells like fresh air, you know, like
Yeah,
straight
what's
off,
going on there?
straight out of Mulaney. Is this the river, like Mulaney River?
It could be.
It does smell like smells like a fermented mango. You know, you hit them with a mower.
Oh yeah.
And you mow it under the mango
Oh, I
tree.
can smell the mango in it now.
All right, cheers,
Ready,
boys.
boys?
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Boo ha ha. Ooh. Ooh.
like
Sour.
Yeah,
I
you
like
get that
it.
sour hit at the end, hey?
I don't think it's as sour as
It's
the
not.
rhubarb.
Yeah.
that rhubarb was low, but this is fucking. This is.
I think
This
the
is-
peach is bringing it back. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's the peach.
the mango
it's-
wants. The
you know
mango
what-
wants to fight in the street.
Yeah.
and the peach is just like, no.
He's
We'll
holding him back, bro.
Yeah, we'll keep it indoors, mate. You don't need to go
Yeah,
out there.
yeah.
It's almost like a sour passion fruit.
Yeah.
Like it might, you know, like the
Yeah, a
actual
little bit.
passion fruit in
Yeah,
itself.
yeah,
It's
It's like a good
I don't
sour.
mind it. It definitely does not. It doesn't taste like a lager. It's not a lager. Is it?
Reminds me of the tropical yogurt, and it's got the actual passion fruit pulp on
Yeah.
it.
Yes, bro. That's
That's
exactly,
the flavour I'm picking up.
Yeah, 100 with a bit of fizz to it.
Yeah.
But it's not like lemonade because you can do passion fruit lemonade. It's similar to that, but it tastes like a beer.
Yeah.
I do like that.
You know
though.
what'd be cool if you got to the bottom and the passion fruit seeds were actually there.
yeah,
Get a
you
little
could eat the
crunch-
pips.
Get a little
Oh,
crunch
yes.
at the end.
I love it.
I love the cans too.
Yeah.
Out of 5 boys, solid 4.9. I'm going 4.9.
Well,
I'm going for the stars with
Well,
this.
I'm not a big fan of sours.
I'm a
right?
big sour guy.
I'm not a big sales
Yeah,
guy.
so I'm gonna bring it back only because I don't like sours. I'll go 4. As far
And-
as actually, you know what? I'll give it a 5 because as far as sours go, it's probably the best one I've tasted.
Love it.
I'm going to be conservative because I'm not a sales guy, but I'll give it 4.5, I reckon.
Yeah,
Just because I don't like them, like
Yeah.
in general, but that I could fucking 8%. I couldn't get around too much.
That is, I probably would say that. You probably wouldn't want to spend the whole arvo on them.
Yeah.
But like,
Dude, a 4-pack
maybe one
would
or
lock you in for the week, for the night,
done,
bro.
Done.
you done, eh?
Say less.
Yeah.
Mm.
You
Alrighty.
just be like, oh, babe, you've only had for. Just fucking.
It's like you back in Japan again, mate.
So if you guys want to check it out as well, head over to www.brewhahabrewery.com.au.
I'm pretty sure these are a limited release too.
There we go. So get there quick.
They've got another one getting ready to drop. So guy was telling me, I'm pretty sure that's the one he was telling me. They got another one coming out very soon. So
Yeah,
we'll have
nice.
another one to try
Nice.
shortly. But yeah,
Love
that's good though. But that 8% fucking really make my cheeks hot. Cunt.
I'll get around that, mate. Yeah, and,
I'm already
you know
getting my
what?
Irish flush, bro.
That's what you want though. Like say the start of a big night, bro. That's the perfect starter.
Yeah.
I
Oh
reckon.
yeah. Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
You have one of those and get, like you said, gets the cheeks going.
Yeah, yeah,
then
especially like a winter time, bro, when it's like the sun is still up and kind of warm. Get that going when the air changes,
yeah.
and you're like, bro, I'm not even cold. It's
Yeah.
like, "Cunt, you look like you're sunburnt.
Alrighty, lads, let's get on into the actual Magic round that has been. We'll start off with Friday night, the first game of the round. We had the Eels go down to the Sharkies. We all tipped the Eels, and to the Sharkies' credit, they did it pretty convincingly.
Well,
They were sorry, keep going. Go.
no.
well-
Well, I was just going to say we all tipped the Eels on the podcast, but somebody went
against it.
back against his word.
I didn't go back. I told you I tip on Mondays. I've already put my tips in for this week.
Have you?
Yeah, I do it every Monday.
Dude, you're a madman.
Well, it's so I don't forget.
Yeah.
Because I'll get.
I've forgotten so many.
And then what? So when the team list come out, you look at it and then you go, oh yeah, I might change that one. Do you
No,
do that?
I only changed the. So I had this thing last year with Aiden in our work one. I fucking every time I changed my tip, fucking cunts would lose. So I'm like, fuck it, I got to go with my gut. But I only changed one. I've only changed one this year, and that was the Knights this week. Was the only one I
Yeah.
changed because I would tip the Rabbitohs.
Well, sorry, Benny. I'm just derailing the
No,
start
no,
of Magic
keep going.
Round right
You're
now.
right.
So that's the cardinal sin, right? When you're tipping, you change your tips right before the game or whatever. That's
Yeah,
the
well-
cardinal sin.
Yeah, well, I only did it because I was with Dill too.
Yeah.
On Saturday, and I
Well-
wanted to make it known that I was barracking against
Going against him.
dude. And then I literally walk in to get a drink, do a piss, come back out, and it's fucking 18-0. I'm like, bro, it's more than a point a minute. He's like, shut the fuck up, Jason.
So yeah, I'm a big believer in never changing your tips. As you guys know, on our Facebook page, Our Mate's Place, I made that post after the first 2 games.
yeah.
Fuck the Sharks, fuck the Roosters, fuck footy tipping.
Yeah.
As soon as I posted that, I went into my tipping thing and I changed the next 3 games.
And did you lose all those?
I won them all.
Was that the cardinal sin?
the cardinal sin.
So you've both done it.
We've both done it this week, and
I feel like I'm missing out now.
But now
I'm going to go back and change mine this week.
I'm like, holy fuck! Like I would have been none from 5 until the Titans game,
yeah,
which
true.
fucking hurt too because I tipped against my team. Another cardinal sin.
But do you think there was a bit of bias in us tipping Parramatta because of our hate?
That was out of pure
Michael
spite.
Yeah, just out
We've
of
got
spite
some.
for Planty.
Yeah, we've got some wanker Sharks friends.
Yeah.
Maybe we should we should all go the Sharks this week, tip against our own morals and values, just to get the pettiness, just so we could balance it out a little bit, because the Sharks looking good.
So,
Are they back
maybe,
at home finally?
Maybe
They're not actually looking good. They're
No,
looking
maybe
shit.
maybe we do that. We reverse
Bloody
psychology them. Instead of going against them, we go with them so they lose.
I could sacrifice. I mean, I sacrifice the first 2 games every
He
week
couldn't
anyway.
be. He couldn't be in any worse spot.
Yeah, because like even though they won at 28-18, it was a bit of a poo slinger.
Well,
It had some. You're like, oh, finally it's on here, it's good, and then fucking you're like, oh,
Yeah,
They show their true
it's
colours.
really starting to stink up in here.
The big play that we posted over on our socials was the Iongi on Talakai. Talakai, 2 minutes of mayhem. So he comes onto the field.
Dude, I think he
his
got
first
1 point.
carry of the ball, he dropped it.
drops it.
Iongi picks it up, runs half the field, and then he knocks himself back out on Iongi's hip. So that's why he finished
you
on
see that,
-1.
Leedy?
Yeah, do you think he's just like, oh, he's like 2 minutes in, I've already dropped the ball, and he's about to get a try? Fuck
Fuck
it.
this. Kamikaze, bro.
He
Knocks
was
himself out.
to be fair, he was making up for his mistake
Yeah.
of dropping the ball.
Love the
and
hustle.
just- yeah.
Bro, I thought it was fucking brilliant.
Never tackle at the
Oh,
hip.
yeah. Well, he knocked himself out on Iongi's back, bro.
Yeah.
I thought he got his cheek, bro. I was like, man, he
yeah,
must
it was
have
like
glutes,
cheeks to hip, bro.
glutes of steel, cunt. Like, I only felt him coming, just fucking rocket
Yeah.
tense, bro, and broke this cunt's neck.
And you know, like
Duck's ass.
Talakai is fucking the Black Hobbit reincarnated.
Yeah.
You know, that
Even got-
cunt's hard to fucking knock out, I'm telling you.
I thought it was the Hobbit, actually. But, yeah. I mean, yeah, you'd think Talakai, the brawn, strong fucking unit that he is.
But that just shows how hard he hit him, dude.
Like,
You can knock yourself out.
Like,
Yeah.
no neck, too. Like, where's the room to move to
Yeah.
bounce your brain around?
Yeah.
Like,
And that was in his back. I'm surprised Iongi could fucking walk after, dude.
He got straight. Well, this is where there was a bit of controversy in the comment section. People thought that it was a tackle. Some people thought that it wasn't a tackle. Now, he didn't necessarily hold him because he got himself knocked out.
Yeah.
Which is the technicality
So
of
what,
it.
penalty eels?
So, well, it should have been play on Eels, and Iongi goes to score underneath the post.
I did see that.
So-
I saw those comments actually.
Or do you think you stop the game and you check on players?
Dude, I
roughing?
think
Nah, well,
It wasn't so that it was
No,
freeing
that's a
up.
tackle, dude.
I know,
That's a
and
tackle.
if it was in the middle of the field where everything is all happening, but it was a broken play.
Yeah.
So Talakai wasn't in any more trouble because Iongi had already gotten up from that position. So no one was going to come in third, fourth man and try and tackle Talakai on top of that, which is when you would have to stop it.
I'll have to see the slow-mo replay. I'm sure that Iongi's
Check it out
arm,
at your mate's pod.
yeah, I'm sure his arm was on the ground and
Yeah, it would have been.
Talakai, although he was knocked out, was still touching him.
no.
Touching him, but not like
Well,
not
that's a tackle.
holding him.
But
That's a
remember,
tackle.
last
You
year,
just have to
Ben?
touch them. That's why when they take the bombs and they lay on their back and then they come in and they grab them and try to drag
He was
them over the
sleeping, bro.
sideline, bro. Yeah, but as soon as you touch them, that's tackle.
Even
Yeah.
if Talakai's the one grounded and Iongi's still up and he's just got his fingertips being dragged by Iongi, he's like,
100%.
oh, I tackled him. I was grounded.
Tackled, bro.
But do you remember last year, though, when Liam Henry got knocked out over fucking back fence Brown and he couldn't get up and then they gave him a penalty?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
literally unconscious, like sucking the grass in. Ben's like, nothing in it. I'm like, what the fuck, cunt? It's like, this guy's actually dead, bro. Like, he's a fucking corpse, bro.
Yeah.
I hate
And
Liam
they-
Henry too.
He's done nothing to anybody,
Actually, he
mate.
does have a. I don't know. He's
got a-
almost got like, and I love Nate Miles, but he's almost got a Nate Miles head. Like it's like
It-
getting, it's getting
yeah,
there.
It's a small version, eh?
Yeah, small version
I mean,
of Nate Miles.
And
dude.
he's got black boots and short socks.
Yeah.
He's,
No, I feel
he's
like-
no frills rugby league, bro. He just
Yeah,
wants
yeah.
to run, cunt.
You're going to hate this, but I feel like he should play for the Raiders. He reminds me of a Raiders player. Like, I don't know. Just got it about him. Boys, the next game of the night was the Roosters defeating the Dolphins in a high-scoring one, 36 points to 26. You boys remember that? I actually,
Yeah, the dude, the
Sandon Smith got sent off.
first 2 minutes, was
Yeah.
it? Yeah, he got dude. His was a fucking just hitting his head on the ground.
Old Herbie just giving him the big hoof.
Dude, he's so strong, bro.
Sent him, bro.
He's so strong.
Bro did a cartwheel and just it wasn't even the it wasn't the fend, it was the contact back on the
On the
ground.
ground,
His head
yeah.
just, those are the worst
So
ones.
I turned it on. It must have been like a minute after that.
Yeah.
And that's when I started watching.
Because then they had to move because he was out, so they moved
What's
in.
the big guy's name? The 6'4" half they got.
Hugo.
Dude,
Hugo.
he was fucking. He's so good, bro.
That's
how
what
did
I
they
was
go? How did
saying.
they go from Sandon getting the fucking Anzac medal last week to this guy fucking absolutely destroying it? He could have got the Artie Beatson medal, but they gave it to Teddy, I think.
And he's only in like
Yeah.
8 games into the, not even. I think he's played like 5 games in the NRL,
Yeah,
and he just looks like a genuine first grader.
He's a
Like,
weapon, bro.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Raiders are trying to look at Havala.
I reckon he should probably move into lock, bro, when they've got
Yeah, that's a good
Walker
take.
and
I like
Sandon
that.
back. Because, like, mate, he'd be like Isaiah Yo, bro. Big, tall,
big, eh?
rangy, got ball skills.
He's only
like,
young too, so once he puts on a little bit of size,
gets his man body, bro. Like, yeah, he's a great player. But I wouldn't be upset seeing him play 13 and pushing Victor Radley. Oh, Victor Radley played the edge, didn't he? Or did he play 13?
He's 13.
Yeah,
Sure of it.
move him out of the
Oh,
way.
no. Nafua White's 13, wasn't he?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Can't
I know
remember.
Ryman, but anyway, yeah.
Can't remember.
But yeah, he could be a great like Isaiah Yo copycat. I feel like with the ball playing and the big
Yeah,
rangy
yeah.
cunt, bro.
He's only young, right?
He's
pretty
like
young.
19, 20 or something.
Yeah. He could get to the size of Isaiah Yo.
Yeah. Well, I think Isaiah Yo's 6'4" as well, so
Yeah,
the
true.
blueprint's there.
Yeah,
you
for
got,
sure.
You got fucking that much content to watch on him playing lock, so
I guess I got to give credit where credit's due as well. Always been hard on Trent Robinson as a coach, you know, but I think this season in itself he hasn't had the players to play with, but I'm seeing a lot more out of the Roosters than what I anticipated at the beginning of the season. I thought they would be well and truly at the bottom of the ladder,
Yep.
you know, and seeing them play the way that they have and. Spencer Leniu playing out of his skin. James Tedesco is probably one of his better seasons to date. And yeah, he's like I don't think I'm gonna ever like him as a coach, but you got to give it where it's due. And
Well, I stand by my...
maybe he should get burnt on barbecues a bit more often.
Jesus.
Whatever they gave him in the hospital, I want that.
Bro, Spencer Leniu though, when he makes those like they give him the quick run off straight off the dummy half, bro. Like when they're like still got the defense turning around and shit, bro. He literally looks like he's got fucking spiders on him, cunt. Like people just can't touch his legs,
Yeah.
bro. Like I wouldn't want to put my head down there to try and tackle him either because he's fucking got like tree stumps for quads,
Yeah.
bro. But he's so good, man. He's
Well,
he's come back into a bit of form, but
I stand by my comments earlier in the year. I think it was maybe three or 4 rounds ago. As long as Connor Watson's playing and Victor Radley isn't knocked out, they'll make the 8.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Connor Watson, bro. How's his
So
try,
good.
How's his try, bro?
So good, bro.
Like I reckon outside of Herbie Farmworth, watching him score a try doesn't
Yeah.
look as good.
Yeah.
A player can't look that good scoring tries. Like,
I can't remember him being this good. Do you know what I mean? Like,
well, obviously last year
Stop
because he
glazing.
made the Blues last year, but he'd have to be the lock for 14, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Again.
I was gonna assume does he get the 9 jersey over Robson?
nah, I don't
Nah.
think so.
Nah,
I
Robson's
don't think he can take it. No.
Nah, not for Origin for 80. I don't think.
But let's say something happens to Robson early on. Touch wood, it doesn't. But let's say it does. Hypothetical. I would still trust that Connor's going to do an 80-minute job after seeing the quality.
I reckon he'd go back to Appy probably if Robson wasn't good. And then,
But
Connor
Connor can do the
Cook's
job.
still playing good.
Damien Cook's
He's still
found some
playing-
form again
he's
at
fucking-
Dragons.
It's great problems for the New South Wales boys to have. I tell you that much.
But-
I'm thinking, bro, you've got fucking Spencer Leniu, you've got Payne Haas, you've got Terrell May. Like, are we going to have Payne Haas and Terrell May as our front rowers this year?
Yeah.
Well, then
we
you
got
got
to,
But
right?
then you got to think about your bench too. You got
You got Mitch Barnett.
Olakuatu, Mitch Barnett, Hudson Young playing out of his skin.
Yep.
Then you got
think about
Liam
Liam
Martin,
Martin,
Angus Crichton fucking killed it on the weekend.
Yeah, bro,
I don't
it's-
think-
it's stacked.
Yeah.
It's
I
fucking
don't think
stacked.
May- I don't-
Isaiah Yo.
I don't think May comes in and takes Barnett's
Did you say
spot.
Jake
I do.
Trbojevic?
No, not
Oh.
Jake. He's out, bro. He's done.
What, you think that May should take Barnett's spot?
Yeah, fuck yeah. He'll start
Yeah.
Barnett
Yeah.
off the bench. Dude, his leg
Yeah.
speed last year fucking crushed it, bro.
Yeah,
That's
I
what,
guess.
like, that. He ripped you guys apart when he came on.
Did Terrell May
That's
play
a
Origin
scary.
last
That's
year?
a fucking. That's a scary thought. though.
Barnett coming on.
Oh, yep.
Haas and May,
yeah, bro.
and then
like,
Barnett.
they can both do 80 easy.
Yeah.
And Spencer Leniu you're forgetting about.
Yeah, but that's even if he can get a spot,
Scary
bro.
as fuck, bro.
And then you probably got Hudson Young.
Yep. Olakau'atu.
Olakau'atu.
No,
Angus Crichton.
you gotta have a 14. Like you gotta have a.
Oh no,
utility.
Connor Watson's our 14.
Yeah.
Then you got three forwards on the bench.
Yeah.
now.
Then you've probably got.
But if you bring
Lenu,
Hudson
Young, and Barnett.
yeah. So Olakau'atu would probably have to be the
It's going to be a hard
18th man. Dude, it's fucked, eh?
So good.
And like
then
last
we-
year we
like-
ran with the small forward pack.
Wait,
we
but-
ran with Ruben
Yeah.
Cotter and fucking and Pat Carrigan
Pat
as our
Carrigan.
fucking forwards, bro.
like-
And their
Timu
weapons, and
version, but no.
they're just all fucking effort. Those guys, and they do hold their own, but they're
You're
bro,
underestimating-
against fucking Payne Haas and Terrell May, bro.
I know.
I'm scared.
You're underestimating the Queensland spirit. Right? But at the
Queensland spirit now, Thurston. Yeah, fucking bro.
Wait, remember you guys beat the with the worst Queensland team ever named or whatnot. You guys won the
whoever
series
said
off
that, do you remember who said that? Whoever
Everyone
said it, I need
everyone
them
said
to.
everyone said it was Gal, but it was one of the journos, like Hoops or something, said it.
Yeah, whoever said it, I need
everyone
them.
blamed
Them. I need them to fucking come
Stir it
up
up
and
again.
Do it again, man.
It's going to be interesting to see when those selections are made. The only thing that concerns me is that our coach again is Laurie Daly.
That doesn't
And
concern me
he
at
picks,
all.
He picks like he's confirmed that he's going to be picking on form this year, but we've been
Mate, he's
we've
probably
been-
going to pick Mitchell Pearce. I'm telling you, he's probably going to bring in Mitchell
Yeah,
Pearce.
Luke Keary from the Super League. Yeah. Actual, bro. Like, I'm a little bit weary. Only because
I'm not.
previous.
He's got fucking Craig Bellamy as an assistant. You think Craig's gonna?
Surely Craig's not going to put up with that.
Nah, but he couldn't even beat the 8 in a row side. He coached for a little bit there too, and he couldn't fucking do it. So
And Craig does what he does off the back of Queensland spirit too. It's just all Queenslanders in his side, except for Uto, I think. Ikamanu.
yeah, I think he's blue. Yeah, he was in the blue squad.
He was blue. So yeah.
God,
Another weapon.
one.
Another fucking
one.
weapon. Yep, thanks, mate.
And he's been quiet. I think he's been quiet this year.
He did some dumb shit
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah. Anyway,
God.
we'll get
Yeah,
to
we'll
that.
get to
I mean,
that.
even Couchman. There's
Yeah.
lots of players that we're not.
He's coming into his own, eh?
Yeah,
He's
I reckon, but him and his brother when he gets back
and
from his ACL,
Dylan Egan's a rookie, but give him a couple of years.
dude, he's killing it for fantasy.
You know that Jaden Sewer bomb try. You watched who was chasing fucking Jareem Buller? Dylan Egan, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Out of all people, he's running from the other side of the field. He's never going to make it. It's the fucking effort that counts. And he's still within frame.
When Sewer was going in, I was like, "Pass it, bro. Just pass it." Only because we wanted Sloan in our punters club. All we needed was Sloan, and it was a fucking big win for the boys. And fucking, I was like, "Pass it, pass it, pass it," and then he bombed it, dude. I was like, "No."
the opposite.
and then they run away with it on top, bro. It's just like, yeah.
Yep.
Well, we'll get onto that game very shortly, but before we do, the Knights, Rabbitohs. I had the thought that me and Brad were debating in the chat about. I think that the Rabbitohs are really missing Jamie Humphries. We came to the agreement that I came to terms that I guess we haven't seen enough from Jamie Humphries because he's only had 6 or 7 games in the actual NRL, but they've all been pretty good ones. But I just think that they're missing. The Rabbitohs are missing him more than anything, and. Obviously it showed over the weekend as well. The Knights, in saying that, I did say that the Knights had all their players back this week, and that I did tip them to win.
I think we all did, didn't we? Didn't we all tip the Knights because they had Elliott and Gamble in that back?
No, I think. Oh yeah, I think I started as a Rabbitohs, and then and you guys convinced me to go Knights. But I also.
But seeing Jack White out last minute, I think he could have straightened him up a lot.
So my
Lewis Dodd's not the
Cardinal
answer.
sin, I had Rabbitohs tipped.
Yeah,
in
well,
my
that's the only
tipping.
one I changed.
Yeah, and I changed it.
When I
but-
seen Jack White was out.
when I saw that Jack White and Cody weren't playing plus Trell, I was like, you know what? Nah, it's
Yeah.
Knights. It's Knights time. They're gonna get it.
And I guess it's it probably wasn't the most convincing victory, like the scoreboard, because they put 3 quick tries on. So there was still bits of the game that were a little bit closer. But I would. I guess Kalen Ponga's stats don't really show the type of game he had, but I thought that in the first half he was very average.
Yeah.
I sort of put in the chat, is he going to be the Queensland's fullback? And again, you don't have as many options as what New South Wales does.
I think
but
he will be.
I think so too.
But he's got that rib cartilage injury too now.
Yeah, he didn't look injured at all though.
How many weeks out?
Whatever they gave
from
him, I want
Origin
that.
are we?
29th.
3?
29th, yeah.
Something like yeah.
3 weeks.
I think Ponga comes in as the
Yeah,
fullback,
I think he
100%. Like I was saying, in the Your Mate's Place Facebook page, the Queenslanders are starting to come into form. Not the teams before you say anything. Not the teams themselves.
Players.
Just the Queenslanders, right?
Yeah.
You've got, like in this game that we're talking about, glimpses of brilliance from Ponga. Like I think he's starting. Like he's been very quiet at the start of the year. I think he's starting to come into his own. Then we had Nanai in the next game we're going to talk about. Fucking absolutely firing. Fucking Val Holmes.
Both thermal.
Val Holmes, his try, fucking beautiful. You know what I mean? Did do some dumb mistakes.
Good point you make, yeah. Because you look at the Queensland teams and they didn't necessarily do well over the weekend, but in terms of like the actual players from those from the
Fermor,
clubs,
bro.
Yeah.
Tino, always firing. But
David Fifita did well at the Jets, didn't he?
No, he actually did very bad.
No.
19 runs for 50 metres, something like that.
Oh,
Or 9
God.
runs. 9 runs for
It's like
50
19,
metres.
cunt. Was he losing meters each one?
Yeah, well,
He's running the opposite way.
9
Yeah.
runs for 50 metres, didn't score a try, nothing. So,
He did that was it 3 weeks ago? He had 4 runs for fucking 40 meters.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
That's,
I mean,
that's
good.
in the NRL
That's-
though, bro.
I mean,
No, but he
if-
played
playing
60
Q
minutes.
Cup.
Yeah,
so-
I mean, if you take out how long he played, but 4 runs, like, if you're just doing by like in
Yeah,
relativity, you know what I mean? 4, that's 10 meters a
meters.
run. That's good.
Yeah, but only doing 4 is a fucking.
It's a piss take.
It's not what
Yeah.
you want out of 60-minute
But-
fucking edge.
Yeah.
edge
Did you
play.
guys see that Matty actually put a bet on one of the podcasts, I think, for SEN, Fletcher Sharp 3 or more and Knights 13 plus?
Did he?
Yeah, it was paying like 401.
Wow.
And what? He's probably got fucking $2,000 on it.
Oh, fuck, wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
But yeah, Fletcher Sharp 3 or more and Knights 13 plus, can't.
Wow.
The fuck.
Well, speaking of Fletcher Sharp, the last part that I want to talk about this game was that at half time, there was a broken play where Fletcher Sharp did a kick chase, and he, I think it was obviously it was Chance Nickel-Klodstad at fullback and chip chase. Anyway, Fletcher Sharp was chasing him. Chansey got the ball about 10 metres out, and Fletcher, again, the game, the half was already blown, siren had already gone. And he's picked up Chansey from the 10-metre line, driven him into the in goal, and during the same motion, tried to strip the ball and roll over and score. That would have been his third try at the time, which eventually would have become 4.
Yeah.
But it's just those little moments and those little things in the game that's obviously what you want to see out of a rookie player, but it's just those small things
Effort plays, eh?
Yeah, bro. He could have easily just backed off and let Chansey run it into the in goal or anything, but or even just tackled Chansey into the in goal and left it at that. But he's still going for the desperation play. They're already up by 18 points or whatever it was. Sorry, fuck, not Chansey.
Yeah, I know.
I scrolled too far.
I know, yeah.
Jai Gray. Sorry,
Yeah.
yeah. So and then he could have easily just pushed him into the in goal, but yeah. Those small little things.
I think the secret to the Knights, I think, is Kalen Ponga, right? Because he hasn't been playing well. He played well at the beginning of the year, then dropped off, and everyone saw how hot of a start that Fletcher Sharp had as well. I think that if Ponga's doing his thing and he's getting out there and he's creating things, then Fletcher Sharp gets that freedom that he needs to absolutely light it
Bro,
up.
Dylan Lucas, so good.
Yeah.
Like he's
Oh,
just
he was the
he's-
other one that was back.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
he's just
he
a
makes a
man
big
against
difference, bro.
Yeah, man against boys when he takes the ball up.
Because did he score a try every game before he was off injured?
Don't know.
one of the best.
Because we'll fucking put
but
him
he's-
on. We'll put him on
yeah.
in every multi.
Hey,
won't we?
is he a Blues Origin?
I think he is Blues.
I'm pretty sure he would be.
I think
and
he's Blues.
Probably.
I think he's actually from.
he's Origin built, bro.
Yeah.
He's someone you
I don't
could
think. I don't
easily
think
have
this
on
year
the
because it's fucking.
stacked.
There's such a logjam there, but yeah, he's got it written all over him.
Keeps playing
But
away.
but I want to see the Knights versus a full strength squad who were actually maybe on a roll.
So it's not just a flower.
Yeah. Before I give them their flowers.
Agreed.
But yeah.
The next game, hoo-ha, after was.
Right. This was the other one I was going to change the tip for, depending on the weather.
Yeah.
But I was on the fucking Tour de France for fucking Alex's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
And the game had already started. They're like, oh, it's fucking pissing down at Suncorp.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, fuck. And I had the Cowboys if it was dry, but then I had fucking Warriors if it's wet because they just
Yeah.
live for that shit. So
Well, that's funny you say that because I was in the Your Mates chat and I said, is anyone else just like thinking that this next game's just going to be a fucking banger?
Yeah.
And Pricey goes, I wasn't, but I am now. I was like, dude, I just went through the team list and I was like, I can't pick it. And I literally said what you just said. I said, it's going to come down to whoever can play better in the wet.
Yeah. Well, fuck, Cowboys, they just, yeah.
Well, you look at the two weather systems, and if it's dry and hot, the Cowboys are probably going to get the rub of the green. And,
Yeah.
Bread and their butter, eh?
yeah,
Yeah.
And if it's wet, it definitely plays into the Warriors. But my sort of
Yeah, fuck that up.
I wasn't going to say anything.
who me?
No,
No,
he
but
did.
I said they bread and their butter. Yeah. They brought both from North Queensland and got wet in the rain, the cunts.
Yeah, the butter melted and the bread went soggy.
Yeah.
Boys, holy Halasima. The haircut, bro.
I want it.
I mean,
I said that. I
I think
want it.
you're the one that can pull it off.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously, just an absolute standout. But every time that he touches the ball, every run that he made, I don't know, you watched the game?
Yeah, yeah.
Every single run that he made, bro, was just barnstorming.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Scary,
fucking-
eh?
bro.
He dropped the ball a few times, being
Push
a young
the pass,
guy.
yeah.
He's exactly.
Maybe
bro. He's
maybe twice, but
bit of experience. He's
Yeah.
gonna like Tino, feet for hands
Yeah.
when he was younger. He'll sort that out, man. He's gonna be a weapon for
just
years.
his late footwork at the line, bro. It's just like he'll just be cruising up into the hit up, and then right before he gets to the line, a massive goosey plus a big forearm and an elbow. And,
Yeah, dude.
but he was running over the top of almost everyone. Like, there probably wasn't one underwhelming run that he made in that game. And
Yeah.
I'm glazing. You guys know I'm a bit of a fan. Like, I've speaking about him since he's made his debut. But I can't believe that this guy's only 19, and if he can keep everything pretty good off the field, and just put his head down and really focus on footy, I think he could be one of the most destructive players in the game, bro.
I haven't heard him talk, but he seems like he's got a level head. Like,
Well, yeah, with a haircut like that, I don't know about that. But
well, he's just young. But I think
I hope the barber just went, I got you, my bro.
Well, if I
Don't question me.
If I do my hair, like I've got a level head, you know that. If I do my hair, then it puts trust in Halasima,
Yeah, no,
I do the same.
Mate, I'm liking what I'm seeing, and obviously the game in itself as well. I want to know your boys' thoughts. I'm biased, but I thought that.
Well, I'm not.
Yeah, I thought that the tackle mid-air, it was off a grubber, so I'm going to say that outright, and I calmed down once I'd realised that as well. But initially, I thought that Tane Tuapiki was taken in the air and also taken out of play from Jackson Purdue.
I personally don't have a
Problem with it?
Well, I think
no.
didn't they do that a couple of years ago? Someone jumped up for a ball off a grubber, got tackled in the air, but it's like, I think it was Gutho even.
Yeah,
and
it's
he was
like-
carrying on, but it's like, it's not.
It's like you could have caught it without jumping.
yeah, you're just, yeah. So
Like-
there's nothing wrong. I didn't
Yeah.
see it, so, but yeah.
I think,
Same, no, but you're right. You're on the money with it. I think that because it happened a few times over the weekend, really, where guys were putting grubbers through and people are just lifting their legs off the ground.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? To catch a ball.
It's like when they kick, and they fucking kick a bit higher, get that fucking second foot off the ground.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
when they get
Oh, yeah, when they're getting tackled.
when they get wrapped up, and then they're just like, oh, it's fucking dangerous, fucking.
Yeah,
Get the
yeah,
fuck
okay,
out of
yeah.
here, boy. We know what you're doing. You don't fucking do that
But
ballet
that-
jump every kick, boy.
I'm calling it now. Weedy, you might have to go back and watch it. I think that's the game of the year so far.
Yeah.
I honestly, my heart was beating for that last 15, 16 minutes, whatever it was, after I think Cowboys scored.
Lukey
And
Metcalf.
Cowboys scored 3 in a row, right, to get within 4 points.
Yeah.
Or 6 points. And I was like,
They're the comeback kings,
holy
bro.
fuck, man, here they come.
And I was like, they did this last week against the Titans. I didn't watch
Yeah.
the game, but I saw the score.
Yeah, and
I was like, fuck, they're doing it
Dude,
again.
my heart was beating, and I was I'm glad I wasn't wearing my watch because I'm sure the alarm for your heart racing.
Yeah, call
would've-
an ambulance.
Yeah, call an ambulance.
the
now.
SOS.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does it on its own. My heart was beating hard, dude. I was like, oh my god, like this is fucking close. And then they had the try taken off them as
Yeah,
well.
Tuolungi in the corner and
Yeah,
Metcalf just with the try saver.
And
yeah.
oh, dude, such a
the
great finish.
The
Yeah.
scenes after the match with the Warriors fan base in the crowd and
Yeah.
just having Sean Johnson in there just indulging it.
Well,
I was getting goosebumps from
The way
home.
that the Cowboys were playing, I was like, they can't hold on. Like the Warriors cannot hold on here. They weren't even falling to pieces, dude. It was just like the Cowboys were just on fucking fire. It was insane to watch. But yeah,
Not enough, obviously.
But I was pretty glad because I tipped the Warriors. One of my 3 change tips. But yeah. I was on the edge of my seat, dude.
Well, speaking about edge of your seat, I bet you're on the edge of your seat for Sunday when the Titans went down to the Dome.
No, we still got Tigers and Dragons, fella.
Oh, fuck. Sorry, man. We got the...
I think we all
Tourette's
went
again.
straight up Tigers Day, didn't we?
Yes.
I think we backed them all in because Galvin had that show out last week.
Not me.
Maybe,
Oh, did you go Dragons?
Maybe I went Dragons. I
And
feel like
then
me
I
and Brad
changed
went...
it.
You can't say anything ever again.
Dude, I'm a fucking turncoat. I don't care, bro. If it gets me...
I've rubbed off on him.
For those who aren't... There's a lot of people who aren't in our tipping comp, right? In the Your Mates tipping comp. Jason has made a fucking hot fucking streak the last, 3 weeks?
Yeah,
I would
I've
say.
been going all right.
3 weeks. You went from, I think, 8th up
to
into
first.
first now. And it's like me, you, and I think Reed
Yeah.
are like just like switching positions.
Yeah.
Like constantly, dude. And it's fucking, it's pretty wild.
Yeah, it's
to watch.
fun. That gets you keen, bro. Like,
Yeah,
gets you
dude.
more. It's like fantasy too. Like fantasy gets me invested in other games because I
Yeah.
want players to go well.
Yeah.
because like they're in my team.
Yeah.
Also, won again on the weekend. I lost back-to-back losses.
Oh, yeah.
And then I just beat first place by like 100 and something points.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm like clear on top, bro. Like my for and against is like 600 and something. I think the
Are
next
you
best
are you
is
one
200.
of the are you one of the guys who have Robert Toyer on your bench?
No, I don't have Toya. I don't have Toya. I've got a situation now though because I've got a bench full of injuries and Jacob Preston might be looking at 3 weeks and he's been killing it for me.
Fantasy or Supercoach?
Fantasy.
Okay, so that's unlimited trades, is it?
Nah, it's draft, so you get whatever. You can do whatever you
Oh,
want.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
not,
yeah.
I don't play
Only
classic.
one player per person, though.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
true.
It's not too bad though. Still going strong, so
I'm kind of glad I didn't play this year. I feel like it's freed me
you say
up.
that, but then didn't you post a Supercoach stat the other day?
Yeah, because I still follow all the Facebook
pages.
we should really have a decent crack at getting a your mates league because it act like a draft league over.
I'll be
classic.
keen on a draft league. Yeah,
Because draft is so fun because it's not like every cunt has the same team and is followed all the trends. You've actually got to like fucking work a little bit.
Do you play side bets as well? So if you lose, I saw one in a group chat where it was like if you lose to someone,
You
they
trade
get
your
to,
best player?
Yeah. You play those?
No, fuck no.
What?
Yeah.
That is fucking wild, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, my boss does that. His mate does the does a fantasy podcast.
Yeah.
They're on the Gold Coast as well, and yeah, they do that. They do side bets where like if you lose, you got to trade your best. Like you can pick which player you trade, but it can't be like just some shit scrub. It's got to be like one of your best players.
Wow.
My mate plays one, and they put head-to-head bets on each week as well. So they'll go, all right, a 6-pack on say you, and then at the end of the year they've got a big like a party, so they all link up and they dish out all their punishments. But some of them might be like, all right, the loser this week has got to walk around the party with a beer can taped to each hand. You can't take them off until you finish them and shit. So like
That's when
I
you
love
get
that
that's
shit.
when you get the tallies out, bro.
Yeah. Oh, you get the Codys out, bro, from NZ. They're like fucking 9%, bro.
Yeah.
Probably plus. And yeah, they're like a litre and a half, and you can't take them off until you finish them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they do in America at those college parties with the 40s, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
You see them got them duct taped to their hands till
Yeah.
they're finished.
Boys,
So
will-
Tigers, Dragons.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts? Did you watch that one, Jason?
Nah, I still push
No,
bike
you were
'em.
still on the bikes.
Well, I sort of gave my take on the big play of the game, and I think that was the turning point of the game as well, because it was a 12-point play essentially. They were going to be leading the half in the game going into halftime, bombed 6 points and let in another 6 under the post. So that was always going to be a tough get back for them. And Flano, sure enough, he sort of came out after the game and said the same thing.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was going to be happy about it. He didn't talk too much on it, but I'm sure Jaden Sewer is going to be under a fucking microscope over the next couple of weeks. And
I think it's a good scalp for Tigers.
are we going to cue the music for some? Are we going to go? Did he fix that try? Is he fixing the game? Too late.
No.
There was chat of that.
Okay.
And looking like he purposely,
Sewer?
yeah,
Nah, that
he
wasn't
did
on
just
purpose,
blatantly
dude.
drop it. Yeah.
No
Yeah,
way.
it was a freak accident.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that probably happens in
I've done
training
it.
quite a bit. Yeah.
I remember doing it when I played footy.
Yeah, too much
Yeah.
popcorn.
Yeah, he's
Not enough popcorn, bro.
Yeah. All right, let's get on to the next couple of games because we'll get through them. We got the Titans and the Bulldogs, mate. Titans now 16th.
Yep. Not a surprise. No, were you surprised at the outcome?
Can I just quickly say,
To be honest, because I talked him up so much last week, I fucking don't know what the fuck they're gonna
Now-
do. Like I said in the chat, bro, I said honestly, what can they do?
so Des has been under a lot of scrutiny for his picks. Now, this is what I can compare to. So back at Manly, towards the end of his run, he was getting scrutinised for picking certain teams.
Yep.
When he coached at the Bulldogs, very similar thing towards the
Yep.
back end of his run. It was it seems to be a trend in his coaching style. And don't get me wrong, when he's got the best, like I can't say a bad word about the 08 Manly era. Right, so when he had all the right players at all the right times that were probably half coaching themselves. You had Matt Orford, you had Jamie Lyon, you had Brett Stewart. So they were probably half. They could work a little bit better together. But I don't know if it's
I don't blame Des one fucking bit.
Can't.
after seeing
3 weeks
Fafita's
ago?
performance on the weekend,
Listen.
hearing about it from the Jets.
Listen.
Didn't you fucking put him on blast 3 weeks
It's
ago?
1.2
Probably.
million.
When you were shit faced?
playing for the Jets.
I can't blame him this week. Okay, I can't blame him one bit, dude. Hold on, let me get I'll tell you who's fucking out. I'll tell you who's not in the team right now.
It doesn't help. But then, are you fielding
All right,
your strongest team?
listen to this. Okay, so Kieran Foran out, Jaden Campbell out, Kinney out, Gordon out, Jojo out, Jolliffe, Gray, Weaver.
Yeah.
Bro, we've got what?
All like
You got
Let-
half
put-
a you got
put-
half a
your
reserve
artillery.
grade side there by the sounds of it.
Put it there. Well, yeah, but they're better than the cunts who are playing right now.
Is that the Seagulls or the Titans?
We've got six players left to choose from.
Oh, 80 top 30.
Yeah.
fuck.
We've got 6 guys.
Is Foz due
Wow.
back this week? Is that or is he?
I
He's got to
don't
be
know.
getting close, surely.
Man.
I think it's 2 weeks.
He's been doing
But-
most of his rehab on the Fox panel desk.
He's been killing it though. I like
You don't
Foz's.
Yeah. Don't mind the list?
He's
Yeah, love it.
Foreign is actually giving me the Sean Johnson vibes.
Yeah.
When he's talking, dude.
Yeah, I
It's
like
like
I
just
like his
that
takes.
just that really experienced half. He's not too biased. Like he's level head, dude. I like the way he talks. But I don't blame Daz at all for that reason. For those guys who I just mentioned who are out, and obviously Fafita dropped.
We're also playing
But-
the top of the ladder.
And I think Fafita, yeah, that too. But we gave him a little bit of curry in round 2. You know what I mean? So I don't. And we gave him a bit of curry this round.
There-
to
no,
be
also-
honest,
also
it was
wasn't,
fucking.
but it also wasn't a full strength dog side. They had
Before the last try that Bulldogs scored, Reed Marnie, I think it was 4 tries to 5.
Yeah, Brian Kelly's goal
We
kicking
lost
didn't help.
our
his-
lost our kicker in the first fucking couple of minutes. So
who else fucking kicks on that team? It's like Brimo kicks sometimes.
I think Sammy has kicked.
Fuck,
no,
surely
but
like after
no.
those first 2,
Well,
you'd be like, fuck this off.
actually-
Give someone else a go. Like
Actually,
worst
sorry.
thing is going to happen. He's going to miss it again.
The
Where's
commentator.
Tekiaho
This
when
is
you
what
need
the
him?
commentators said actually after Brian Kelly missed his 3rd.
I think
it was.
RCG's kicked one.
Yeah, that's what they said. The only person in that team who has kicked a fucking goal was RCG.
Oh, no. Because that was last year.
Other than Brian Kelly.
Last year in his final game for Power.
Bro, I think it's getting to the point with the Titans. If it doesn't work by the end of Dez's contract, we may have to look at relocating or,
But you
or just scrapping
But
them.
we can't blame. But are we in agreement? You can't blame Des for that game when
No.
you see how many players are out.
But
and
they
we've
got they had
6
they
guys
had
left
players
to play.
out too though. And
Yeah.
you could have taken advantage of some of those areas, I suppose. But
No, I think the big game changer was Tom Weaver being out
Yeah.
5 minutes into the game.
yeah.
Yeah.
That
No,
was,
he was
as
fucking-
soon as I heard that,
he
I
was
went,
wrecked
no,
too.
we don't have anything. We don't have a chance here. So
He was wrecked.
I actually missed that because I was moving Salon, but yeah.
Yeah, so Titans actually showed a lot of grit and determination on
And a couple of
on
late tries for the
every-
Dogs too, which just blew that scoreline out. But it was
On
yeah.
every Titans fan page that I'm on, it's like everyone's just giving it to Des. It's like, dude, did you not fucking see what we're going through? It's like last year we didn't have our captain, and arguably there's no argument.
Well,
our best player,
Even with the
Tino.
coach, and I sort of touched on this a little bit the last couple of weeks, with the coaching role in the NRL, over in the NBA, over in the NFL, with all these other sports, the coaches have such a larger impact, I feel, because they can call timeouts and it's like a sequence by sequence, play by play game. So they can go, all right, this is the play that you're going. So they're calling the plays to their quarterback or whoever it is, and then they've got to agree or adapt on the fly or whatever. But they don't have the luxury of having that time to do that in the NRL. So the players have still got to improvise
on the go,
100%. So, you can roast Des all you want. At the end of the day, we got to also keep the playing team accountable in itself. Like, it might not have been the best selections of players that everybody's fan favorites and what everyone wants, but at the end of the day, it's Gold Coast Titans' best odds of winning the game that weekend, and that's why Des has fielded the side.
Yep.
But then it's up to the players on that day to perform and to be able to overcome that, because Des isn't going to call those plays in those timeouts, and he's not going to. No coach can do that.
On the game on the weekend, there's only one guy who, like, looking at who we had left to fucking choose from, there's only one guy I think that we could have changed out for another, and that was Tony Francis for Alan Fitzgibbon. And all the others, all the others, yeah, he did actually have a great game. Yeah. But and then all the others are just either injured or fucking, or not available for whatever reason.
Yeah. Plenty to talk about, but I'll be interested to see how they go this week.
Well, actually, one last point that I want to make. Without Tom Weaver, because he's got to have his 11 days. We've only got one half left to choose from, and that's Zane Harrison, and he's playing in the Mal Meninga Cup.
I thought you were going to say we brought back Tanner Boyd.
No, you could use a fucking Tanner Boyd,
use a Tanner Boyd
right now.
Could use a Toby Sexton. Could use a Jamal Fogarty. Could use a fucking Aiden Caesar. Would love any of those cunts.
What's Daly Cherry Evans?
Who's the other one? Fuck, what was the $1 million bloke? Ash Taylor.
Ash, any of them.
No, actually, Ash would be in the same spot.
But honestly, Zane Harrison, a brilliant player. He's very young right now. I think he's 19. It'd be like, if he came into it right now, it would be like a Ash Taylor or Kane LG sort of scenario where they're just super young, and like he's still got a like legit baby face. You know what I mean?
Have we got a return for
so
JC yet?
Nah, because would he have a lose?
It's 4 to 6.
Yeah,
so I think
because
this week was his third. I think
he had surgery for it too, didn't he?
Oh, did he? I didn't see that. But yeah,
because we joke about the Titans not needing halves, but it feels like they've got too many halves.
But they're all fucking injured though.
Yeah, and now it's sort of like, well, we got room for one more.
Yeah, I know, bro. But we might see the blood in of Zane Harrison. I was calling for it, because I just think that the Titans' season is done. Bring him in. I don't think it'll shoot his confidence down to get some fucking games under his belt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kieran Foran has actually been working quite close with him throughout the season. So
sick.
Be good to see him, I think, because he's a really good player.
The second game of the Sunday sesh.
Was Sunday the
We're
best?
back.
Was Sunday the best day?
We're back. Well, it was for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
Are you back? Are you back, lady?
Hey,
mate, it's just a good solid win from the boys. Full credit to them.
That's a humble comment to make, bro.
They just get out there. They just made their tackles, did what they had to do. Really proud of the boys. Shout out to them.
When the fuck is Toto back?
I think he's got a week or 2 weeks.
Bro, he's taking the piss this time, eh?
Well, recurring soft tissue, you want to make sure it's right.
Well, yeah, when you're trying to do backflips during Vegas round, sure.
Yeah, bring that up.
That'll fucking...
Well, that was
now
that was a couple of weeks ago now, right? And he's still not back into full contact.
Because he heard it when he played that game.
He had one game back after he did a backflip at Vegas round.
That's,
Yeah.
And heard it again.
Don't be upset, Brad, just because we're above you on the ladder now.
You actually aren't. You're still in last.
No, we're not.
They're not.
You guys are
Show
below
me.
us.
What are you on? Who's
He's
in last?
15th, Eagles.
Oh
no! Fuck off!
It was good while it lasted. That's why I was just bathing in it, bro, while I could. Because I reckon they're on the comeback now. I'm back on the train now. You guys were back 2 weeks early. Obviously, Manly put a bit of a speed bump in that, but after seeing the way that they played, and again, I've said this from the beginning, if they can get off to a pretty hot start and not let the game get too far from behind, they've always got a really good chance. And Stags absolutely woke the beast in Nathan Cleary.
Bro, he didn't even juggling the ball, bro. Like that's 2 in a row where he's barely had it, and just
people aren't giving him the benefit anymore. Like people probably over the last couple of years, they know he's the greatest, probably halfback in the game right now. So he might have been, juggling that in previous seasons and gotten away with it. But this season, they're not giving him that time.
No,
and
but,
they're
but then he just gets up
jamming
and
him,
just
bro.
fucking pulls his big meaty
He went
hog
stiff.
out.
I swear, like, because I clipped it up. He
got
went
whacked.
stiff, bro, after Stags was standing over the top of him. And then the next set, kicks a 40-20 and then scores on the next set after that.
Dude, that 40-20 was that hot too. Like they're like, oh, they're gonna have to check it in. I was like,
no way.
they ain't
bro.
checking
He's
shit,
aced
bro.
that.
He's so good.
And then
He got whacked too on the line. I can't remember who whacked him, and he got up before the fucking like
he whacked somebody else.
yeah, then he got up and then made the next tackle.
made
as
the
well.
next tackle. I
Yeah.
was like, oh
He's-
shit!
he's-
like,
dude,
but
this
he,
is like
but
if-
he hasn't been playing like that.
Nah.
Like
Yeah,
he
no,
hasn't.
not that well.
Who was
bro.
it?
That
Who
was
was
He hasn't been that.
No, he
player
did-
that
that
we
was
saw
a
yesterday.
historic game. I feel like that's going to be the change in the season where we're going to look
Yeah.
back on when it all turned around for the Panthers.
How fast he was running,
You're
how
talking
fucking
about-
fast he was coming out of the line.
You're
and
talking
putting
about the
hits
one where
on.
he put the hit on
Yeah.
when he did the kick. He
Yeah.
led the kick chase and put that big
the
hit
hit
on
on.
and then got up and made the next tackle.
Yep.
He was at marker and then
He
came
hasn't
out.
been that player all year, man.
Watch more Panthers games, mate.
Well,
But
you wouldn't. No,
his-
you wouldn't lose
his,
if he plays like that every game.
he's been doing everything, bro. He's been
And
playing
they have
both
had a
sides
lot
of the
of
road the
guys
whole
who-
time.
It was like he had an extra leg out there. He was running that fast,
Bro,
I'm
his
telling you.
what was it? His try though. Panthers media team, by the way, absolutely crushing it this weekend.
Oh, really? For once?
Every fucking week, bro.
Oh, okay, yep.
Everyone just comments on our stuff saying, give him a raise. Like every post, I'm just like,
Really?
Well, to be fair, since they've been losing, I don't think the enthusiasm's been there around the club,
I
so they
haven't
haven't
seen
had
it.
as much creative snap. But
Yeah.
when they're like this
When they're
weekend,
on.
when they're on, yeah, they're
Right.
on.
Dude, how's the
They've
fucking...
They've been saving them up. That's why they
How's
had
the-
they had
yeah.
26
The Nathan
good
Cleary
posts to
Telstra
go.
one?
Yeah.
They had 26 good posts to go.
Yeah.
It turns out they only need fucking 17. Yeah.
Yep, sweet. Well, when you guys start getting some good posts up, let me know. No, but the Nathan Cleary one with the Telstra ad, it's like
Yeah.
when you win at Magic Round by 24 points,
Yeah.
and it's like,
So good. And they
That
just
fucking ad too,
Yeah.
bro. I don't know if that ad gets you cunts, but I feel like throwing my fucking
Yeah.
control
It
at
Gets
the
my,
TV.
it gets Charlotte, bro. I'm not bothered by it. But the one that fucking bothered me was the Albanese one being jammed down our fucking
non-stop.
throats for 7 times in a row. The
other night?
Yep,
Yeah.
on Friday night.
and then the
it was,
cunt wins.
and it was eels and sharks. And yes, surely enough, put 2 and 2 together. They're jamming it down our throats during the Sharks game. So he's sitting at home watching this.
Yeah.
he's not a Sharks fan, he's South, isn't he?
No, that's the other one.
ScoMo's
ScoMo's Sharks.
ScoMo's Sharks. He's Elbow South.
Fucking.
Oh, dude.
that-
We were
my
both wrong.
theory.
We were both wrong.
Remember fucking ScoMo at the Sharks game? He's like, "Ooh." And then Nico fucking shanks it, bro. Like, you fucking bad luck. Can't get out of here. But Cleary's try, though, like they did the side by side of
23.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I fucking don't think I've barred up that quick in ages.
I-
It's been a long time since I got that hard that
I'm
quick.
mates with a couple of
Almost ripped me jocks.
Broncos fans, and almost
Someone give the bloke some
immediately,
skins.
they posted on Facebook and said, "Did Cleary just fucking do that same move again? Is this cunt fucking serious?"
And Reynolds was the last one to touch him as he ran through again. Like, dude, gets me
Well,
fucking toey.
I posted up the Stags hit, and the caption was, "Holy, someone check on Nathan Cleary." And then someone commented going, "I think he's okay." And I commented back straight away going, "Yep, never been better," he said after he kicks a 40-20 and fucking scores a try.
Yeah. Luron Patea.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, fucking beast.
He was itching for that jersey again, bro, because he hasn't been back in the side since Vegas.
Yeah.
So he debuted at Vegas, or
Yeah.
maybe second game at Vegas, hasn't got a run since, and then fucking
That try
took
was
on 5 people, bro.
Amazing,
Dude, dude, his arm was like fucking. Oh, dude. And then like all these carries, bro, like fucking super tough.
He's
like,
young too, eh?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he's only a young fella, so got his first meat pie.
Nice.
5 games in.
off the nudie run for the end of the year.
Yeah. Oh, an old Milky, bro. Fucking Tom Jenkins.
Weapon cunt. How fast is that motherfucker? I want that cunt drug tested. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he's-
I've never seen a player go so fast.
Oh, I tell you what, like not having like they should. I've been fucking saying about moving Casey McLean to the wing, like fucking him off or moving him to the wing instead of having him at centre, having Alamotti on the wing.
Yep.
And they fuck him off and have Jenko there, bro.
They got the fucking whitest edge in the world, cunt. They got
he's-
Luke Garner standing next to fucking.
But how much better did
next
the
to
edge
milk,
look
bro?
with Garner though?
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, he played a bit of back row, he's played a bit of centre, bro. He fucking shored that edge up heaps, cunt. Like
Yeah,
they just
and did you? I'm pretty sure they said that Luke Garner's never lost a game when he starts at centre.
Oh, there you go.
Starting at centre every week then.
I wish I knew that before because I didn't tip him.
I didn't want to fucking say it. He just G'd me up. We're fucking back, boys. I couldn't hold it in any
I'm surprised
longer.
you didn't say this is the name of the pod too. Boys, we're going to wrap it up with the main event of last night, main event of the weekend.
Oh.
The Melbourne Storm went down to the Raiders in a nail-biting game. It was close. It was down to golden point in the end. You talk about speed, KO weeks.
Oh, dude,
that
that
final
shot,
play, bro.
That shot in the 4K Ultra.
With the hero,
Dude,
you see me put Foo Fighters over the top of that shit.
Bro, watching him like stare Pappy down and Pappy's already turning to turn and burn, bro. And then he's already got the pace on him, bro. Like,
when he was running across the ground in that rain last night, I'm like, the fuck is this cunt got like skates on?
Yeah.
And
Dude,
he was just
gliding, bro.
He was so much quicker than everyone else, and it was pissing down in the rain.
You know when you see the guys like
Some horses just prefer a wet track. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
bruv.
I think
Yeah.
that's KO. Or like
think-
that
yeah.
might be something to look out for, you know, if it's raining. Like,
Yeah.
like,
Heavy
let's get the
track.
bets on, you know?
Yeah.
If it's raining, KO.
2+.
KO.
Yeah, KO.
For a
But
try.
do you remember this?
KO to KO.
Do you remember those the Melbourne Shuffle videos where you see the guys like shuffling real easy, like the Michael Jackson shit,
Sliding.
bro? That's fucking KO weeks last night.
Yeah, yeah. He's like crip walking, but not even picking his feet up. Just
Just
putting it
hovering,
all
bro.
together. And the Suafar Longo at full pace, chip
Oh,
kicks back inside
fuck,
to
he's
Ryan
good, man.
Pappenhausen. Whew, sight to see.
That
I've got-
was, to me, that was more impressive than what KO did because KO already had the run of play. Like, the way he kicked that across to Pappy.
And you could see Jerome Hughes going, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here.
And-
he fucking kicks it, and Jerome Hughes goes, what the fuck were you doing? Then by the time he finishes his sentence, turns back in Pappenhausen's court, and he turns back and he goes, oh, you're a fucking genius.
My guy, I always
I
had
knew
faith
you were
in
gonna
you.
do that.
I always had faith in you, bro.
Bro, but I think it was it Mike Ennis and whoever was commentating? They're just like, oh, he's kicked that like an AFL ball. And I'm like,
yeah.
what? I was like, no, he fucking hasn't.
Yeah.
The cunt was sideways, bro, and he
Yeah,
kicked the
and then
belly of
they-
the ball.
yeah.
They show the replay and it's
Yeah.
like, well, he's not holding that like an AFL ball
At all. Dude,
He doesn't go like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he dropped it one-handed.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Yeah.
sideways
Yeah.
out the boot, bro. I was like, get the fuck out of here, Mike
because they're
Ennis.
Melbourne.
I
But
think he tried a bit of a banana kick, like put a bit on it, but it was
Oh,
he was
nothing
running
crazy.
too fast.
But what about
Yeah,
his
it was-
other kick that forced the dropout? He's facing backwards and does the banana kick over his fucking shoulder into the in goal, forces a fucking dropout.
Tell
So
you what,
good.
they've got a fucking issue soon.
Do you think they keep him on the
don't-
wing?
Well, I was going to say,
Keep him there.
if they don't get
Him and Coates.
I
think he's better
Who's the
than
other one that was about? Who's
They
the
got
other one?
Anderson and Howarth.
Howard's
Oh, Howard,
gone
he's
for a
centre,
bit.
but he's out. For
Yeah,
a
but
while.
that-
he's out for
surely
the
you
year.
McDonald?
Yeah,
No, he's a front. He's a second rower.
Who the fuck's the other winger then? Someone must have been out.
Who? Warbrick.
Oh,
Coates,
Warbrick. That's it. Yeah,
okay,
there you go.
so you got Warbrick and
But
Coates.
they got to work something out because I
Yeah.
reckon they're going to lose him.
Warbrick at centre.
They're going to lose him or Pappy.
I think Warbrick at centre, keep far longer on the wing, at least for this year. Like, yeah, I think long term, Sewer's going to be, you know, imagine him at the Tigers, bro.
Oh,
Don't want to.
well, they can't.
Or Penrith for him and Toto.
Oh, we'll take them.
Yeah, stop it. All right.
Yeah. They. What did you think? I just wanted to get a rating scale. Trent Liero.
On Joe Taps.
I'm just saying by the
rating
whole
on-
no, by the whole team at the end of the game. How many fucking did he get flogged by the whole
Yeah,
team?
you
Did
know-
Bellamy do it by himself personally?
It was twice, wasn't it?
3 times.
I think it would have been reminiscent of what happened to me in the blindfold boxing.
Oh, just
when I
on the
walked
gr-
forward
on
and
the
6
ground.
cunts hit. Like he walks into the dresser.
Yeah.
6 cunts just hit him at once.
Yeah.
Or the 100 men versus one gorilla. He's the gorilla.
Yeah. But he's just a baby gorilla and
Yeah.
he gets fucked up.
Yeah, He's got to role play as the gorilla, and the entire Melbourne Storm staff
Yeah,
and a
yeah.
couple of the tragic fan members can come in.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's a free for all.
'Cause,
and Melbourne Demons bring them in too.
Bellyache's the final boss.
Let Melbourne down. Let's hit him with the fucking chai lattes.
It's like the Indian rugby film, bro. They just hold him. They just hold him down, and then fucking Bellyache just slides in and like hits him in the nuts, bro.
Yeah.
They're all just-
Slide
Or
you
they
the
hold him
Bollywood.
down and they just let like a purple haired lesbian come in and just beat the fuck out of him.
oh, dude.
Fuck Melbourne.
Can't believe he had that many shockers. But you know what the fucking worst thing is though? Bloody Simon only wanted to tip the Raiders.
No, I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
You are.
That's how I got back.
Yeah,
that's
that's
how I
how-
got
yeah.
back even with you, bro.
This
And
guy's
that's
playing
not,
chess.
and that's not
You know.
one that I changed.
This guy's playing chess. He's tipped Raiders. He goes, "Oh, Raiders are going to get the spoon." He's tipped Raiders every fucking week.
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
What a coward.
Yeah. All right, boys. Thank you all for listening to our sports show, and we'll be back on Thursday for our Yarns
we got
pod.
UFC.
Oh, yep.
Real quick.
What, this weekend?
Yeah.
it's
Bo
JDM.
Nickel got knocked out. Trump's about to start a war. All right. I need to piss.
Yeah. Well, we'll quickly.
Oh, we can do UFC on the next
we'll do it.
one real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah. It's because I
It'll
don't
be
have as much.
it'll be Thursday night anyway.
Alrighty. Thank you all for listening. Later, bolt.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Daddy.
Whoa.